This has been an extraordinary year for the Lupus Research Alliance and the lupus community.
This year we have so much to celebrate.
With incredible breakthroughs in research and treatments.
Let's take a look back at all we have to celebrate.
This year we celebrate the first new drug for SLE in more than a decade.
In August, after AstraZeneca spent years developing and testing it in clinical trials, history was made again with the FDA's approval of the first new drug treatment for systemic lupus in more than a decade, Safnello.
The Lupus Research Alliance's $16 million investment,
funding 40 studies on interferons, led to the development of Safnello,
offering a new treatment approach for people with lupus like me.
In January, 2 new treatments were approved by the FDA within a month of one another.
Lupkynis and Benlysta,
for the treatment of lupus nephritis,
a serious complication of lupus causing inflammation of the kidneys.
To help adults living with the effects of lupus on their kidneys avoid the need for dialysis or organ transplant.
These approvals mean that there are 2 new drug options for people with lupus like me.
This year, the Lupus Research Alliance and the Lupus Therapeutics launched Project Change,
that will help increase meaningful and equitable clinical trial awareness,
participation, and retention among people of color, specifically African Americans.
The LRA and LT want to ensure that when a new medication is approved,
it has been sufficiently tested in and is accessible to those who disproportionately suffer
from the impact of lupus.
This year, the Lupus Research Alliance launched a Diversity in Lupus Research program.
Several studies have shown that teams made up of diverse stakeholders outperform homogeneous groups in solving complex problems.
Despite the benefit, people of color make up only 10% of the scientific workforce.
The Diversity in Lupus Research program will help engage more underrepresented minority talent
by offering new grant awards, mentorship programs, and professional development resources.
The Lupus Research Alliance awarded its 2021 Lupus Insight Prize to Dr. Martin Kriegel of the University of Munster for his cutting-edge research on the connection between the microbiome and lupus.
This year, new research findings supported by the Lupus Research Alliance show promise for the development
of more precise treatments to prevent the onset or progression of lupus in people like me.
Finding ways to reducing the harsh effects of steroids and their long-term complications for the 80% of people with lupus who must take them has long been a goal of medicine.
This year, the Lupus Research Alliance granted $6 million, its largest and most ambitious award to date, to help unravel lupus complexity to support 2 amazing multidisciplinary teams from Weill Cornell Medicine and Emory University in partnership with institutions around the world.
Unraveling lupus complexity, how it affects each person differently, holds the key to unlocking new and better treatments and ultimately a cure for people with lupus like me.
Because of you, we have truly entered a new era of lupus research and treatments.
One that gives new options and hope to people like us with lupus.
Together with researchers, doctors, industry partners, the Lupus Research Alliance is turning complexity into a cure. It's a revolutionary approach, and because of your help, it's becoming a reality. Thank you again.